On a lot of these fast downhill sections, a lot of people think you should power through here and then you're going to get the advantage. But you're not, because there's a certain speed that you can sort of do the section in, and if you got it sort of halfway, you're not going to lose very much speed. So through this section, you just want to be, these certain sections, you want to be just relaxing, taking it easy, taking all the tension off your handlebars and off your legs, and just cruising through here without touching the brakes or anything, and just really just regain your energy, taking deep breaths and all that, and save yourself for the next climb. Start of the corner, you have a bit of a technical rock section where you just got to let it lay loose and just hold your line, and you don't want to be too stiff, otherwise you get a bit of air and you'll lose your traction coming into this corner. But you just want to sit up high at the start, do all your braking about 2 metres or 1 metre into it, or whenever you can. Let go and then just hold it through, hit the apex in the middle of the corner, and then just power out on the outside and then just pedal straight out. If you're in the middle of winter like this, you get your big sloshy sections like this that we just found, and what you want to do here is you don't want to just go straight through the middle of it, because as you'll see from some of these tracks here, you just end up sloshing from like left to right, and you'll lose a lot of speed. And once you're in these, you cannot pedal until you're out the other side, because you're going to have no traction whatsoever. So what you want to do here is you want to look for like the smoothest and driest line here, which would obviously be to either the left or the right, like far left or far right. It doesn't matter if you have to brake a little bit before it or a bit after it, because it's going to be the fastest line in the end, and you're going to keep your bike cleaner and it's going to run smoother without any mud in the discs or anything. Okay. On a section like this, what you want to do is you want to keep the bike on the ground as much as possible, so that you maintain your traction on the ground, because it's really bumpy through here, and then you've got this really fast corner straight after, and this corner has no support whatsoever, so you just want to hold on as much as you can and just lean in as much as possible. This is a berm right here, and this is what could make or break a race. In lots of cross-country races, there's just berm after berm after berm. So what you want to be able to do is just link them all up smoothly and correctly. And so what you want to do is you want to set yourself up really high. So the higher up you go, the further down distance you've got, which will excel you faster out. So yeah, what you want to do is just sit up high, just ride it all the way through with the weight to the back of the bike, and then just sort of power out the front, and then just line yourself back up and shoot to the next one. Alright, sometimes you get obstacles like this in the road, where they deliberately put a pile of sticks and maybe rocks or just a massive log in the way. And on the downhill, what you've got to try and do is you've got to try and bunny hop this so that you can keep your speed going on and down. Or if you're coming back up the other way, you've got to be able to lift the front, hold the front up and get it right over, and then have enough speed to then get your back wheel over without having to pedal, because once your back wheel's up, you're not going to have any traction and it'll just slide on the obstacle. Alright, now you got the switchbacks, and this makes a very steep hill a lot easier. And what they are is they're just a line of just snaking pretty much up and down, up the hill. But what they always are, they're really, really sharp, pretty much 180-degree turns. And so what you got to do is you got to start out wide and just follow your line all the way through. And if you can, cut it off through the middle and then end out wide. But otherwise, just hold your line all the way through. And it's like the fire road. Depends on what section of the race you're up to. You either cadence it up here or you just power it out up here. So, yeah. Alright, here you have a typical fire road. These are either the start of a race or the sort of midpoint of a lap. And what you want to do up here is you want to just get in a really comfortable position and just cadence it up, which is like just spin it up lots with the pedals, and just don't be pushing a really hard gear, because that'll just take out all of your power out of the legs and all that. You just want to be having
having them spinning at an easy pace, or at the start of a race you just want to get it into a suitable gear and just absolutely power it up here, and hopefully your suspension, you can lock them off or something so they don't move and you don't lose any power to the suspension. But yeah, just on these fire roads you either want to power it at the start or you just want to cruise it halfway through. So
at the start, how they're normally on here, depends on your strategy, but for me I reckon you should get out front as early as possible before the single track when you can't overtake anybody. So what your main focus is when they're getting down to the 3-2-1, you just really got to focus on getting that foot straight, clipped in straight away, and then you can just power it away, because if you don't get that foot in then you're going to be wasting time trying to get it in up there. So yeah, you just got to just practice it, and there's no real technique, you just got to put your foot on and get the right spot and then just push hard.